Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mat Men, your source for all things professional wrestling related. I'm Rich Stambolian. Joining me to my left is the son to my of Sam, Prince Aristotle himself, Andrew Zarian.
Ah, I like that.
And to the right of me, the Warlock of Wrestling, Call Me Don't Play That, Josh Coleman.
Thank you, Rich.
What's
it's wonderful
up?
to be
How
here
you
with
doing?
both of you guys. Like, this is like a dream come true.
I
I watch you guys every week.
Can I start off how I introduce Josh as his sister's a big movie star?
Oh, here we go.
Every time. I'm like, hey, his sister, big star. Him,
Every time
not
we're
so
out.
much. Every time.
Every time.
Is that true?
What?
Is that true? About
She
your
big?
sister?
I wouldn't say. Oh, God.
I
Wait,
would say.
we're live.
I would say
She is a
she's-
very successful actress in Hollywood. Yes.
Can you cut that real quick? Because I want to hear who it is.
Yeah.
Kellyanne.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool.
All right. Hey guys. As Rich said, this is all about professional wrestling. It's WrestleMania week here in New York City. 5 million events going on. Last night.
Million.
So last night I watched Bloodsport.
That looked awesome.
I ordered it.
He did.
I did.
Mhm.
It looked awesome. Was it awesome? Not so much.
Really?
Not so much. The Minoru Suzuki Josh Barnett match was fantastic.
It looked pretty rad.
It was really rad. But it wasn't. The card wasn't fantastic, but the concept very unique. Very unique concept. I really liked it. I liked that it was a very different style. Minoru Suzuki is a absolutely terrifying looking man.
Oh my god.
But what about the hair?
I'll talk about that. We'll get to that. I do want to remind everybody, we do this show each and every week. This week, our schedule is all over the place. We've had live content for you every single day. We've had on-demand content every single day. We had Conrad Thompson on the show on Monday. We had Chris Masters Tuesday. We put out our watch-along yesterday.
Oh, boy.
We are now doing a show today. Actually, Thursday we didn't do a show, but we put out something. But today, Friday, I'm going to NXT Takeover right after this.
Both you
with
guys
Josh.
are going, right?
Yeah, you're not
You're leaving him here.
I'm leaving Josh here. I got my tickets here. So I want to tell people, if you see us at Takeover, come say hello. We're not weird. We're not like jerks. We'll say hello back. I'm wearing my Mat Men shirt today. So if you see me there, come say hello. I think I'm in section 200 and
Josh, can you pretend you're
209.
me?
I mean, yeah.
Just be like
I'm
hey,
sure I will get mistakes. I'll be like, oh, look, it's Rich and Andrew. I'm
just
sure.
get fake glasses.
I don't actually use them, maybe.
Green Lives Matter, $5 donation, super chat on YouTube right now. Thank you so much.
Did you see his avatar?
I did not. Oh, what is it?
It's Grandpa Monster Bobby Lashley.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal.
You guys are talking about the show.
So a lot of stuff is going on.
Yes.
Let's begin with everything that happened yesterday. Impact had a very good showing yesterday, last night.
Oh yeah.
They had a special. I ordered Bloodsport because it looks so unique and different.
Yeah.
That's the only two things that I've watched, and I also watched the Fight TV watch along, like the live thing that they did. A lot of things. MLW last night.
Yeah.
DDT last night. Bloodsport, Impact, and a whole lot of other stuff. Have you been following anything?
I've been following a few things here and there. I was very busy over the last couple of days, and like I feel I'm in such a great mood today because I feel like I'm finally getting a day off.
Yeah.
There was a great meme going around yesterday from Bloodsport. I think it was from Bloodsport, where it's William Regal was on the balcony,
Oh, that's
and Dean Ambrose was right next to him, and the meme was basically the way he was looking at the way he was looking down was like he was the final boss in a video game.
Oh, that's
Because
awesome.
it's Regal, you know.
Yeah.
And then Dean Ambrose's head is like right there.
That's awesome.
Which is kind of cool that they're actually like looking at stuff, you know.
I would say that I'm curious what percentage of the wrestlers are going to, like WWE guys, are going to independent events. Like Wally Mania last night, everybody was there. Kofi and Xavier ran a stream last night.
That's awesome.
They were streaming. They were playing a game last night. And all I could think of was, is Vince watching this? Do you think Vince even knows that they're, live streaming video games with The Miz and Kofi and all those guys?
You mean like keeping an eye on them?
Yeah.
Guys.
Guys, what are you up to? It was like 11 o'clock. So we do have a lot to talk about, obviously. Where do you want to begin, Rich?
Oh man, dude, there's so much stuff going on this weekend. Let's talk about Takeover since you guys are going, and it's happening tonight at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York.
So the narrative of this has kind of shifted
Okay.
because initially, and I'm one of these people. I think this looks to me as probably one of the most solid NXT takeovers as a card goes.
Oh yeah.
Right? We can't say that this is going to be the best one until it happens, but the card looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
I had not heard any complaints about this until literally yesterday.
Really?
Now I'm seeing on Twitter people saying like, the card is not really that. It's a 2-card show. It's a 1-card show. And I'm thinking, oh my God, everything is on fire on this card.
It's people are ridiculous, man. That's the meh generation of wrestling fans who are like complete dopes. Are you, Josh? Are you a wrestling fan that takes a dump on everything?
No.
And thinks that they can book a show better than Vince McMahon and Triple H?
I just want to smile at the end of every show.
That's the perfect attitude to have.
That's a good attitude.
At the end of the Walter Pete Dunne match,
Oh.
I want you guys to hug each other because it's so great, and then maybe just kiss a little bit.
Little peck. Little peck.
Little.
Peck.
Is that your most exciting match? Like, is that the match you're?
That's kind of like it's between that and the Gargano Adam Cole.
Yeah.
All right, let's go
Yeah.
through this card since we won't be doing a post show because I'll be there.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll record something from my phone or send it in.
I think you guys, a good idea. You guys could do a little Instagram after
we'll
the show
do something.
while you're leaving the arena.
Yeah. Let's go through it.
All right. Shayna Baszler versus Io Shirai versus Bianca Belair versus Kairi Sane.
Phenomenal. Great.
Shayna Baszler is the current champ. I do see her dropping the belt to Kairi or Shirai.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then let her run with it for a little while.
Yeah. Just a little
I
bit.
could see that.
Because I think Kairi is due for a call up.
Yeah, you're right.
You think Kairi's getting called up over
Yeah.
everybody else?
It's very popular.
Yeah.
I think Shayna keeps the title.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's had it for a while, right?
Yeah, she's very good.
She is very. She could have a call up, right? Like,
I would not call her up.
really?
I wouldn't call her up yet. I would let her still be down there.
But isn't it working towards her versus Ronda eventually?
I don't know.
I think maybe tomorrow we'll see Ronda's Goon Squad show up.
I hope so.
Right? And then
Who is it? It's Marina, right? And that's Roderick Strong's wife.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
Shayna, and then
the other guy.
Jess.
I mean the other lady.
Jess
something, yeah.
Jesse.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Janelle.
Janelle.
Okay.
Sure.
And then because that would be great if they showed up at WrestleMania and then you had Sasha and Bailey do like the thing, because they're throwing everything at that
Dude, that
match.
Okay. We have not spoken about that Monday bit.
Let's do that. You want to do that after
Yeah,
the
yeah,
card?
Is that the thing you showed me last night?
Yeah.
Wow.
Next up, another match that I think we're all looking forward to: Velveteen Dream versus Matt Riddle.
Yeah, exactly. Phenomenal. Okay, I'm into it. 100%. So
What-
2 so far out of the 5, I'm very much into.
What do you think Velveteen's gonna come out as?
Oh, you know what? Texas Tornado.
With no shoes on?
With no shoes.
That
Who's
would be
Matters?
crazy.
Maybe he does a variant of Hogan again.
That'd be cool.
I want to see him as Sergeant Slaughter, the Iron Sheik. I want to see him as the Iron Sheik.
I want to see him as Orlando. No.
Orlando Jordan.
I think this is gonna be a possible show stealer.
It could be. It
Possible.
depends
Yeah.
how much time they're going to give it because they're giving that main event as a 2 out of 3 pinfall match, so they're giving that thing a lot of time.
Yeah. We got War Raiders, Hanson and Rowe versus Aleister Black and Ricochet.
Okay, that's going to be a great match.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I do think the War Raiders are going to retain because, I mean, at this point, Aleister Black and Ricochet are like on the main roster.
So wait, what happens though? They are wrestling tonight.
They're wrestling tonight
and Sunday.
Yes, double duty.
So
Yeah.
then, are they going to put it? I don't know.
You know what? And they're in the tag title mix
Sunday,
on Sunday.
right?
Yeah.
So what if they win the NXT titles and they win the SmackDown tag titles?
That would be awesome.
That might be cool to see.
Do you think they're going to do that? Because they like
would be
going. I know we're going to talk about Monday later, but they've been really shining up Ricochet on commentary.
Jessamine Duke.
Okay. They've been really shining up Ricochet on commentary.
They've been putting them on everywhere.
Big time.
Like they're doing triple duty at this point. So yeah, I think they really want those guys to be a major future.
But do you see them in major future together, or you guys see
No.
them
Separate.
So do you think that could happen? Like
Maybe.
we'll see that. Okay. Because yeah, Ricochet. I feel like, I mean, his merch is good.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a move which no way it can last long. Because how?
Yeah.
But-
You like the angel wings when he comes out?
So great. He's just awesome.
All right, we got this is one of the matches that I've been looking forward to for months. Pete Dunne versus Walter.
Yeah,
for the
phenomenal.
UK Championship.
Another great thing.
I think this is Pete Dunne's dropping that belt to Walter, and Pete Dunne's gonna go on the road with NXT full time. Right?
Pete Dunne has to go to NXT full time.
Right?
Yeah, it's time.
What do you think, Josh?
Because he's really limited. I mean, what he could do on the
He's
UK
too cool
show.
of a character
Yeah.
not to be there.
Yeah.
Effing Walter.
Dude, and he's so big.
Yeah.
big.
You know, he's gonna get a big pop. That match is gonna go probably 20 minutes.
It's gonna be you guys in the Barclays and every adult male just yelling at the top of their lungs at the ring. Ah!
How excited? 1 to 5. How excited are you?
Is 5 the blue shoe?
Yeah.
I'm 5 on that.
You're
I'm
5,
5.5, man.
Yeah. I mean, that could be my main event. I'm excited to see those guys finally have that match.
Absolutely. And your main event tonight is Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the vacated NXT Championship, which poor Tommaso Ciampa.
Who I love.
Yeah. He okay?
I just dropped it. I'm fine.
Clumsy Josh.
Poor Tommaso Ciampa, he released that video the other day, which showed the softer side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there was it's interesting how the WWE pulled him out. I think they really thought that he could get through Mania.
Yeah.
That was the hope, and obviously it just made things worse. So it didn't happen that way.
I think Gargano is taking the belt.
Gargano's taking it, not
Adam Cole.
Not Adam Cole. Well, I don't think Gargano needs to be called up right now.
Right, because they, unfortunately, there was that misstep
Yeah.
with Ciampa.
Yep.
Because if they were still doing the DIY thing, they would have definitely been in that tag team scramble match, right? Adam Cole, man, like I have more of a feeling that he's gonna get called up by himself.
And not the whole
Not
crew.
undisputed.
Yeah.
And not the whole crew, because I can totally see that dude on Monday or Tuesday.
Well, I think if Undisputed Era as a whole comes up together, it gives them leverage. I think if Adam Cole comes up alone, that's fine too. I think if O'Reilly and Fish come up together and it's not with the crew, they're gonna get lost.
Can I blow you guys' mind with a dream match?
Yeah.
Undisputed Era versus Evolution. Full Evolution.
Full Evolution.
Like
With
not
Flair.
current
Flair too on the outside?
Evolution, but like
That peak Evolution.
prime Evolution,
Yeah.
prime Undisputed Era.
Listen, dude, this card is stacked.
It's ridiculous.
5 matches, and it's good. And obviously, there'll be a couple TV taping matches prior.
Who's the dum-dum that's going,
I don't get it.
Stupid.
Yeah. Who's hating this? Who's disliking this card?
But here's the other thing. I like that it's like such a small, like compact
Easy.
card.
5
Yeah.
You're done in 2.5 hours.
Right, you're satisfied.
Show starts at what time? 8 o'clock?
I just feel like WrestleMania if we went.
What
it's
does
just
it
like,
say
oh,
for
I'm
the
so
start time?
tired.
7 or what is it? 7 or
No,
8?
think it's-
6:45
yeah.
or something.
6:45 is what?
Maybe 6:15.
I'm gonna say doors at 5, dude.
This says 6:15, so probably the show starts at 7.
For doors? Let me see. There's nothing written on this.
It's just a piece of,
It's a bunch of ads.
It's a piece of-
Yeah.
Oh, he has the fake one. I have the real one.
Yeah, I'm excited for NXT.
It's
Very
gonna be
excited.
a lot. Where are you guys gonna go to eat?
We're going to McMahon's for a couple drinks.
Nice. Did you talk to?
I did.
Okay.
Treehouse Vince will be meeting us.
That's awesome. And
I
then
can't believe
Jeffrey and his wife are gonna be there too.
I'm
I
going to
don't
see
know
them
if-
also.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm going
yeah.
to see them also.
That's awesome.
We have the most amazing viewers, and we were offered WrestleMania tickets.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we cannot take it because we have to cover this. Or I know Rich has plans also, and I
Yeah.
think you're going to join me a little bit, at
Little
least.
bit,
but I gotta cover something after WrestleMania, so I really can't be there. Unfortunately, I'm going to everything except for WrestleMania. The G1 card is also on
Ridiculous.
Saturday, which we are all going to.
Are you going? Oh, awesome.
Yeah, we're all going to the G1 card.
I told him I'll go to anything he wants. It's just like I've never experienced anything like just wrestling
and everything
everywhere,
is 45 miles away
Yeah.
from each
Yeah,
other.
can we go into that real fast before the G1?
Please, yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, you got WrestleMania at the Giants Stadium. I understand it's in the middle of nowhere. Whatever.
It's just called Giant Stadium.
Or
It's
MetLife.
not the Giant Stadium.
MetLife.
Oh, it's like Skydome.
Yeah.
The Jets just have to call Giant Stadium?
No, it's MetLife.
It's MetLife Stadium.
Oh,
I was just
right.
breaking it, Jobs.
Oh, right. You have the new stadium now, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you use the old one? Oh, Meadowlands. That's right.
Right.
All right. Anyway, They're building that amazing convention center right next to it right now, which
Right.
I assume that'll be the ultimate way that they would do it. But
Yeah.
now it's like, if I want to go to Access, we're gonna have to go to some place called the Pier,
Right.
which is in Brooklyn, but it's not because
Okay,
the Barclays
so-
Center is in Brooklyn. So
Yes,
if we go to the
Barclays
Barclays Center,
Center's-
it's 40 miles from that.
Barclays like in the
40
middle.
minutes.
Yeah, it says 40 minutes by train.
So like I can't.
and 30 minutes by car with
Yeah.
traffic.
Like you've been to conventions before,
Yes,
right?
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything's like all right there. And you
Usually
feel like you're
everything's
with
in one
everyone.
place,
Yeah,
yeah.
now it's like, okay, I'll see the people at the event and then I'll leave. I like how
Mhm.
it's like everyone's a fan and around.
Mhm. I think these when WrestleMania comes to town, there's a lot of like kismet, I think, between every single thing that's going on. Because like yesterday they had that show at La Boom that was at
Right.
like 4:00, right? Or
Yeah.
like noon.
Yeah.
And then there was and after that there was the NJPW meet and greet. No, today's the meet and greet. I'm
Okay.
sorry. So it's like, I think that's like right before NXT's happening, and then NXT's happening, and then tomorrow there's a WrestleCon's going on.
So you
and
have to pick your event.
You
and
got to
that's
pick.
your
Yeah,
event.
yeah, yeah.
There's
So,
a bunch of stuff
I'll
going
give
on.
you an
You can
example.
hop
you know?
around.
If you go to WrestleCon, which is
Yeah.
Midtown Manhattan, which is the best venue to go to,
Right.
if you want to,
And this is my first event at MSG ever in my life.
Oh,
I'm
awesome,
so
dude.
excited.
If you are planning on kind of like centralizing everything you do in one day,
Mm-hmm.
WrestleCon seems to be the place because you're Midtown Manhattan. You got all your restaurants there. You got all your stuff going on. So like, if you start in Midtown, you could get anywhere.
Mhm.
Good, right.
I think it's crazy that people are going from like Rahway, New Jersey to Brooklyn,
Yeah.
to Queens, back to Manhattan, back to Brooklyn. It's not
Mhm.
like New Orleans where everything is right there, or any other, event.
Or it's like a
essentially.
hub.
right.
Yeah.
There's no hub. It's
So that's the only
all
thing
over
I'm
the place.
upset about.
Mhm.
Like, I don't feel like I'm in like this WrestleMania. Maybe
No,
when
you're
I go
sitting
to the
you're
show
sitting in
tonight.
Bayside.
You're gonna lose your mind.
Yeah,
later,
yeah, yeah.
I
You'll
think.
lose
And
your
then
mind.
That's what I
tomorrow
want.
too, dude.
Mine, I want out here.
You're gonna see all the wrestling fans on the train later.
The people watching is so
So people watching is the
good.
best, and plus that WrestleCon's at the Hilton.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, Midtown hit.
So like are you going to
Should
that?
we hit it?
no,
up?
I have no
Okay.
time. No time.
Okay. But we're doing the G1 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
I just want to talk that it wasn't like
All
when
in
I go
one
to PAX
place.
East, it's like everything's right there.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
But what? It doesn't work like that in New York real
I
estate.
know.
You know?
But you were talking about New Orleans. Is it like that in New Orleans?
Yes, New Orleans, everything is there.
So we need
Everything
to
is-
plan a trip there when it happens.
Everything's in one place.
Oh,
Have
Because most stadiums are built around things.
right.
Yeah.
Not in New York.
Yeah, New York. Right.
Except if they had done that West Side Yard project, they would have been
Mhm.
on the west side of Manhattan
Mhm.
by
Oh.
Javits Center. So it was going to be this major thing.
Yeah, and why not at the Javits Center? I guess
Because
they have
it's
another
too far.
event.
No, Javits would be way out of the way.
I also think the anything for the Javits is like ridiculous
Oh.
money, you know.
'Cause you're in the right in the middle.
And their union guys are like their union stuff is bananas, dude. All right. What
Do
you-
G1.
have you been to New Orleans?
Never.
Oh my god. You'd lose you might die.
That's fine. Let's go. I'm up for the challenge.
I'll talk to you about that after this. Tomorrow, the G1 Supercard, Ring of Honor, NJPW. We're starting with there's two pre-shows, right? There's two pre-show matches.
Mm-hmm.
Kagetsu, Jenny Rose, and Hazuki versus Hana Kimura, Stella Gray, and Sumi Sakai in a 6-woman tag match.
Okay, cool.
Good. It's gonna pop the crowd. You get the Honor Rumble, which is also gonna pop the crowd. Liger's gonna be in that, which is fantastic. I've never seen Liger live.
Wow.
Liger's going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna wrestle in the Rumble and then immediately go to commentary, like right after that. Will Ospreay, never openweight champion versus Jeff Cobb, the ROH TV champion. This is a winner take all match for both belts.
Yeah, for both titles.
Yeah. So that's
Another-
gonna be ridiculous. Who's your pick on this?
I think Cobb should get a big push this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to see Cobb take it.
What about you?
Jeff Cobb or
Yeah, I'm going with Jeff Cobb.
I'm going with Ospreay. I think they're grooming Ospreay.
Yeah, you're right. He's right. They
You
probably
know.
are grooming him, getting him ready to
Get to the
Next,
to
yeah.
that next level.
He's right.
You know.
Change
Thanks,
my mind.
thanks, Josh. Rush versus Dalton Castle is gonna be.
Oh my god, I can
Yeah.
see that entrance.
Mm-hmm. And Rush, I guarantee you, Rush and NATO are gonna do something. There has to be something.
he's really good.
you know.
And his promos, especially in Spanish, are really believable.
Yeah.
It's the language barrier that's going to be a little bit of an uphill for him.
I do think you're gonna get an Lij moment with.
I'm
Rush.
into it. Love it.
Mayu Iwatani versus she's the Women of Honor World Champion versus Kelly Klein.
Okay.
I think that's supposedly after that. I do think there's gonna be a title retention there.
Okay.
Bully Ray versus Juice Robinson with the potential for Juice Robinson to turn into Minoru Suzuki. Because there was like a whole thing online between everybody.
Minoru's involved in that too?
Well, Bully Ray called out Minoru saying he was too chicken to answer my challenge.
Okay, so it may be back to Minoru. That's what I had said a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I do think it's going to be like some kind of wacky thing. And you're going to get Suzuki destroying Bully Ray.
Okay.
Suzuki's going to pick up Bully Ray and throw him into the crowd.
I'm into it.
Like Rey Mysterio.
I'm really into it now.
Taiji Ishimori versus Dragon Lee versus Bandito.
Okay,
Taiji Ishimori is the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champ.
Oh wow.
I think this is going to be a ridiculous match.
Who do you think will take it?
Bandito.
Bandito will take that title. I think Bandito would be great with that title.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna get the return of the what's his name? I can't remember this dude's name for shit. They came out with the little cat.
Oh, with the cat. Takahashi? No, Hiroshi.
Yeah. Hiromu. I think he's gonna show up.
I don't know what's his medical situation. I haven't really followed it.
I just think he's gonna show up.
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna.
That guy was on a run.
Involved. Yeah.
And then he got that neck injury.
Then you have another winner take all match for the IWGP tag belts and the ROH tag belts. Gorillas of Destiny, Tamatanga and Tongaloa versus Villain Enterprises, PCO and Brody King. So ridiculous. I hope they wheel out PCO on like a Frankenstein type slab and electrocute him to get him out of it. Versus LIJ, Evil and Sonata versus the Briscoes, Jay and Mark Briscoe. This is gonna be nuts.
Oh my god.
Who do you think is taking it? This is for everything, by the way.
You think the Briscoes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going Evil and Sonata.
Maybe Evil and Sonata. I'm not gonna go with the Briscoes. They're not gonna take the
it's a Japanese belt.
Yeah.
This is when
PCO.
Yeah?
PCO
Oh
takes
my
you know what? I would love to see PCO in Japan. PCO in Japan.
I can't believe we're getting to see PCO live. Like it's
so
dream
ridiculous.
come true.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we're excited about Carl Ouellette.
A 50, how old is he?
50 something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr., he's the British Heavyweight Champion versus Hiroshi Tanahashi, and that is for the British Heavyweight Championship. I think Tanahashi's taking it.
You think Tanahashi will take it?
Yeah. I do think Tanahashi's going to take that belt.
I find Tanahashi to be very uncomfortable.
That he makes you uncomfortable?
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that? I've heard the same thing from separate friends that have no idea about each other.
I'm not that crazy about Tanahashi. I just feel he's like John Cena. I get very uncomfortable when I see him.
Okay.
I feel like he's like stored away.
Oh, absolutely. Do you think would you lose your mind if you ever saw Tanahashi versus John Cena?
I think they're the same person, just from a different universe.
You have this card is so ridiculous. Every belt is on the line. Next match, IWGP Intercontinental Championship, Tetsuya Naito as the champ versus Kota Ibushi. This might be the show stealer.
I wonder how much time they're gonna give that match. It
10
depends.
minutes.
Oh god, no! They got to give this thing at least 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that crowd is gonna really like this match.
They're gonna erupt for Ibushi. I think Ibushi is like everybody's like sweetheart.
Do you think we get some surprises?
Jericho
shows up.
Yeah, I think there's gonna in my this is my fanboy stuff, my fanboy speculation. I think in the top 3 matches you're gonna get surprises, right?
Okay.
So Tetsuya Naito versus Kota Ibushi, I think you're gonna get like a Jericho thing.
Okay.
Jericho's
going back to Japan.
Yeah, he has an open-ended thing, right? Jay Lethal versus Marty versus Matt Taven. It's a ladder match for the ROH Championship, right?
Marty's leaving.
Marty is leaving, but I think if there was a time to put the belt on Marty, it's now.
Okay.
And again, this is fanboy speculation. I do think you're gonna get a Young Bucks run in.
Oh.
And they're gonna
Stop.
I
Whoa, Josh, are you okay? Are you having a heart attack?
Okay.
Somebody call a
I
doctor.
don't know about that.
Picture this.
I love it.
I
Listen,
think.
I love it. But
That, I mean, it could make sense.
Listen, I'm not trying to give you a boner here,
No,
but
well,
think,
too late.
think about this. Imagine Jay Lethal is about to get that belt, right?
Okay, I can
And
see it. I
then-
see it.
Double super kick to the ladder. Young Bucks put the belt up. Marty climbs to the top, takes the RH Championship. He's on the shoulders. You get
Book it.
That's it, right?
I'm fine with that.
Um,
Great story too.
I do think something like that's going to happen because in all these events, the All Elite guys are not around.
yes,
Right?
they're not a lot. Yeah.
And I do think that they have to show up this weekend. Again, like as a fan, I just think they have, like every wrestler on earth is in New York right now. You know, anybody,
Well,
you know what I mean? Like anybody wrestling is Hogan's doing parking lot brawls this weekend. Like any wrestler who you like or is on TV or you could
Right,
watch is in New York at this point, you know? So I do think they're going to show up here and there. Who knows? And then Jay White versus Okada.
Jay White versus Okada.
Main event.
Listen, I think it's going to be a great match. I'm curious how long they go with the show.
what do you think? What's your guess?
They're not going until midnight. I'll tell you that.
I'll say 11:30.
Think 11:30.
Yeah,
If they go, I think they'll go till 11. What do they?
Okay.
What time is the start time?
6:30.
6:30.
Yeah.
6:30 to okay. I believe they'll go to 11 because they kind of want to make that a light double R curfew.
Okay.
They kind of, not that there is a curfew, but there's a time that you got to allow people
The 12:19 is the last
Yeah.
train before 3 in the morning.
before you kind of lose your mind. So you
Right.
can't. You got to allow people some time. I think that show's going to end at 11.
Okay.
Which, if it ends at 11, that's a nice tight show.
Absolutely.
Really tight.
Listen, I think it's going to be a very tight show. As far as a surprise for the Jay White versus Okada thing,
Yeah, what you're running here?
it's going to be, again, I already said Jericho for the other one, but this one, I'm going to say one of three things. All right? Jericho showing up.
Okay.
Challenging Jay White.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, to move that storyline. Okay.
okay. Okada winning and getting killed by Shibata.
Well, I like that better.
Because I don't know if you saw Okada breaking down during the press conference.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
I
crying
saw
about
that.
Shibata, and
Yeah, right.
you know, Shibata's like, "This is your time." Shibata also said he's going to New York.
Oh, so maybe that is really.
So either Okada wins, Shibata holds his hand up, and he's
Yeah.
like, "It's the guy," or
Or
whatever.
he turns on him.
Third, this
Kenny
is
Omega.
this is completely out of nowhere.
Are you fan fictioning Omega?
I'm fan fictioning Kenny Omega
Who wouldn't?
taking Jay White's place, and then you get Okada Omega 4 headline
Right here. tonight.
That,
I mean,
that first of all, that's the most selfish, and I love it.
I love it.
concept ever. Dude, it's
And what
it's
does
such
Jay
a fun
White
week.
do?
He
He
just sits there. He's ringside. It's commentary.
I think this is gonna be a really fun 2 days.
Yeah.
A really fun 2 days. This now the G1 will be on Fight TV, right? It'll be on Fight TV and probably Honor Club. It is available to watch. So you guys, I'm very curious how it's gonna look. Okay, because you now have NJPW and ROH production values. If I'm gonna anticipate something, I would say that it probably will look very similar to All In.
Okay.
Because
Which
that
looked
was their
great.
best. That was the best showing from Ring of Honor as far as production goes. You're in the Garden. You also have to use their guys,
Right.
Right.
so it can't look terrible.
Yeah.
There's a whole union thing with Madison Square Garden. Talk about the Garden. WWE announced they're going back to the Garden after 10 years of not having Raw and
I
SmackDown
can't
there.
believe that it's been that long.
In September, second week, I think the 9th or the 10th
guys
or
should
the
go.
11th. And then AAA announced on Thursday, on September 15th, they're running a show out of the Garden during Mexican Independence Week
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
or Day.
It's
One of-
Smart.
Cinco de Mayo?
No, that's not Mexican Independence Day.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure Cinco de Mayo is Mexican Independence Day.
I'm
I'm pretty
positive
sure
it's not.
that is too.
Mexican.
Because what else would you do on that day?
I think it's like, no, Mexican Independence Day is September 16th. Yes. So it's there's going to be a lot of events in New York for some reason for that.
Uh-huh.
And that's their whole assumption to coming to New York and running a show. That a lot of traveling Mexicans will be in New York for the event. So they're not really relying on a New York market. They're thinking that they're going to be able to bring a lot of people in for this event.
Okay. That's
So
cool.
I'm curious to see how that goes.
There's a billion Latinos in New York too. So
Yeah, but apparently, but there's no TV for AAA.
oh, interesting.
CMLL has TV, not AAA. So those are the cards. What are you most excited for the next couple of days? Give me one match.
Oh, I'm excited to see Okada.
You're excited to see Okada.
And like Ibushi, like so it's Ibushi Naito and Okada Jay White are like what I'm looking forward. It's live. What I'm looking forward to. As far as everything else, the NXT everything's great this week. Everything
really
is fantastic. Even WrestleMania, even though it's going to be 75 hours long, it starts
still
in 20
enjoy it.
minutes.
You're still gonna enjoy it.
I'm gonna definitely enjoy it. About you?
Yeah. If there was one match I'm looking really forward to, it's probably the Walter Pete Dunne match.
Oof.
I would say that's the one from the ones that I'm gonna go watch.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best match will be Gargano and
That is my
Adam
choice.
Cole.
For best match.
Best match.
That's
yeah.
what I'm looking most forward to. Is Gargano
Okay.
versus Michael Cole.
Yeah. Not Michael Cole.
baby.
Michael Cole, baby.
I think best match. I'll go with Naito and Ibushi
Naito and Ibushi for best match.
over Gargano Cole.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's gonna be completely bonkers.
Where should if you were to go to a different event that you're not going to, what would you go to?
Honestly, like they did a WrestleCon show yesterday with Liger, X-Pac, and Hurricane.
Oh yeah. I got to see that.
And I was like, yo, this looks awesome.
Didn't X-Pac look great in it?
He looked fantastic, dude.
Fantastic.
I think he's making a comeback.
I was like, look him right now. He looked good.
X-Pac,
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude, is still one of the fundamentally unbelievable.
Oh, he's ridiculous. I would love to see X-Pac with the NXT belt. just for like the hell of it, you know?
This is a wild photo to even look at.
Isn't it crazy, that photo?
I also do think we're gonna see some backstage stuff from the MSG show online at some point, and I bet you Anderson and Gallows are gonna be there.
Oh, right.
I
They're, yeah.
Bet you Nakamura is gonna be there.
Oh,
You know, I bet you like there's gonna be a few other dudes who are backstage, and then we're gonna see
it
like
later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okada hanging out with like Nakamura or something like that.
It looks
you
like
know?
WrestleCon was a tremendous success last night.
And they have another show today, right?
Yeah, but yeah, they have shows every day, and then they got and then we are invited to the screening
Yes.
for Joey Ryan's documentary.
Do you know about this?
I know the documentary.
I put your name on the.
When is it?
It's tomorrow at 3:30.
3:30. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping that we
see
can
and
make
then
it.
go to MSG?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
then
yeah, and it's right there. It's
Love it.
I don't want to disclose the area, but it's
Thank you,
It's
not
like
far.
6 blocks away.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna try to make that, and then obviously we'll do a show on Sunday. Anything you want to touch on, Rich?
Just you.
Just me?
Just
you want
you.
to touch on me?
Are we doing a watch along now, or is it over?
Oh yeah, we were gonna do a watch along
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Are you over? Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm tired. I'm very tired
Yeah?
from yesterday.
I know why you're tired.
Yeah,
Because of this guy.
he poisoned me. Yeah, he poisoned me last night.
That's
These
the-
New York boys.
This
like,
is the
hey,
first
hey.
thing he texted me this morning.
I've been poisoned. That's what I wrote.
New York boys.
Yeah. I don't really. I know that a lot of the news that we're going to report on is going to happen over the next couple of days. I do want to touch on the Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, and Charlotte angle from Monday.
How did you feel about the go home shows?
Okay, the go home show was they had good aspects, but it ended on such a low note with Rey Mysterio and Baron Corbin.
Oh yeah.
And Baron Corbin beat Rey Mysterio clean, essentially, in the middle of the ring. I was not very excited about any of that.
They love that guy.
Dude,
Baron Corbin.
he's
Who loves him? And
I think Vince loves him, dude.
they're putting him with like of all people, he's fighting.
well, we'll
Angle?
see what happens with that.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
With that.
Makes sense.
The years ago when he was on NXT, we were the biggest Corbin
Yeah.
supporters.
We
Yeah,
loved
when
him.
he had the hair gimmick.
Yeah, when he was like the lone wolf, like
Yeah.
the big biker dude.
Because he would come out and crush people in like seconds.
And I do think that, like, not to say we called it, but we were like, yo, this dude's gonna be main eventing within the next couple of years.
Yeah.
And he is, you know.
Yeah, he is.
He's big.
Somebody loves him.
He's
Not-
getting better on the mic. I mean, since God, remember when he first became the GM, he was awful at that mic.
Yeah, I think he may have a similar trajectory to the Miz, because people like
People are going to dislike him, and then they're going to realize that he's not bad, and they're going to start liking him.
I think so. Yeah.
I watch him on Twitch a lot.
Miz.
No, Baron Corbin.
Really?
Him,
What does he do?
Tyler Breeze and Ty Dillinger have a channel together where they just play games. He plays Division 2 a lot.
Really?
Yeah, it's very interesting to hear them like
I gotta
regular
check that
dude,
out.
It'll
Yeah.
change your
The
perspective
sweets.
of him.
I like Tyler. I watched.
I love him. I think he's awesome.
The Xavier Woods has been doing like an
Yeah.
offshoot for the D&D for D&D.
Yeah, yeah.
And
you
those are
watched
great.
that? It was
Yeah.
over at PAX. They just did it together. With,
Oh, really?
What's the girl?
Ember Moon.
Ember Moon.
Yeah.
And then the guy with the patch.
Like Blackbeard the pirate.
No, he was a guy wrestler with a patch. I couldn't remember his name.
Carl Ouellette.
He's got an eye
No.
patch.
Yeah, an eye patch.
Oh, really?
He was on Ember Moon's.
I know who you're talking. Okay.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking
Anyway, yes,
about.
I love it.
So back to the. I think you should come more often. By the way,
Where?
to do the show.
Well, it's 4 hours.
Yeah. Where do you live?
Maryland.
Oh, I thought you were in Connecticut.
Oh, that'd be good.
Okay.
No, Maryland.
Um.
No, once every 2 years works, or every year. This is the last time I was here. We figured was 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yes.
So let's go into that crazy arrest and that whole angle. I thought it was hysterically awesome.
Yes.
And the memes that people have made from this are even better. Of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I when you look at that card, I thought it was done well for the go home show.
Absolutely.
People started talking about it, went viral. Non-wrestling media picked it up. Websites picked it up. We also, by the way, we got picked up on Monday night.
Yes.
By a lot of pro wrestling news sites where during the Conrad interview, Conrad said something interesting. For people who didn't hear the whole interview, you should go check it out. But he mentioned that the Undertaker and Bruce Pritchard were very close to starting a live speaking tour where they would do essentially a podcast for a live audience where they would reminisce about, the good old days when they were both at the company. This was happening and it was going to be called Talking Dead. And it fell apart at one point. And he mentioned this, and a lot of people picked it up because I don't think he had ever mentioned it before on the air. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That was awesome. Yeah, it was a great interview. Conrad's the best. If we see him, we got to message him.
Yeah, I got to send him a
tomorrow
message
and see if we can hang out with him at the Garden.
So, anything else?
Well, we didn't really talk
let's
like
go.
the bananas angle. Do you want to just end the show?
No, let's go into it.
This is hot off the heels of that John Oliver thing
That's
that came out.
Yes.
And my favorite part of that John Oliver thing was him saying wrestling is better than anything you like.
Yeah, I thought that
And
was very true.
That Becky, Charlotte, Ronda thing was that to a T.
Yep.
In modern wrestling, like kicking the cop car and then driving the cop car into the other cop car.
Saying that you haven't read my rights, doing the whole you can't arrest me.
Charlotte needed a head at the end.
Ugh.
Yeah, the Charlotte knee to the head was good. I thought it was done well.
Mhm.
I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. Obviously, some people did not like it.
Right.
They said it was too corny and too much comedy.
Like, they wanted them to take out knives and hold it up to their throat.
But that happened. That happened on Impact. They killed Allie.
I think they want CZW.
Is that
I
really
think
what they want?
everybody just wants CZW.
Like, I want to see how Ronda got from the back seat to the front in handcuffs and then drove the car.
Yeah, I want to
Right.
see that
How
too.
did that happen?
How did that happen? With her mouth.
And
Change the gear.
how did you like the Batista promo?
Oh,
Yeah, it's so good. Hunter
Yeah.
kiss my ass. That's all you have to say.
I love everything he's done since he's been back. Like, I want him to just always come out with just a suit jacket with no shirt.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
awesome.
I want
He's
this.
a cool character.
I'm showing Combe the still from the beatdown. Like Charlotte just kicking the crap out of Ronda Rousey. I think that match is going to be great. I think you're going to get some wacky stuff,
I wanted to ask you guys what your most excited match for WrestleMania
For WrestleMania is?
I think it's that one for me.
Are you hanging out on Sunday?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm leaving Monday morning.
Oh, awesome, man.
This
That's
is my
cool.
full WrestleMania weekend.
This is like a vacation for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome. Man.
So-
No kids, no wife. But I love you.
So tomorrow we're gonna go. I guess. Do you want to do a
What's your most anticipated match for WrestleMania? I asked him.
WrestleMania?
WrestleMania.
I'm looking
You know
it
what,
up
though?
right now.
The main event, dude.
Exactly.
I'm
Same
into
thing.
it. I'm into
Because
it. I'm
there's
into
a
the main event.
story.
Yeah, I'm into the main event.
It's the card is very, very good.
Just so much.
I'm sold on every match. I'll do main event Triple H Batista. Very excited about
Okay,
that.
yeah, I'll take that too.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what happens
And
with.
the entrance is
Oh my god.
The entrances, Undertaker may be showing up. Who John Cena faces?
Yeah. Kofi
Does
Daniel
Kofi
Bryan.
win?
I think Kofi.
There's
wins.
a lot. Yeah, you're right.
There's a lot of elements.
But it's like a lot of more question marks than we've ever had. I
Yeah.
feel like at a WrestleMania.
At this point, Josh, do you care about Seth versus Brock Lesnar?
They've really hurt that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he told me Brock signed.
Brock, he signed a new deal.
So is he just gonna get completely destroyed again.
Belt is gonna be on him for the next 10 years, dude. Nobody
Makes you
can win that
sad.
belt.
It's like I'm more excited about the Kofi and the Bryan belt.
Yeah, what do you think they're doing with that?
I think Kofi's winning.
You think Kofi's winning?
Yeah.
So then what about the belt?
Let's go to hold on. Let's ask Chris Masters because I keep hitting this Chris Masters button.
Why do you have
Go ahead,
that
Chris.
at the ready?
Great
I have
interview.
that already.
Great interview you guys did, by the way. I really enjoyed
thanks.
that, yeah. He was
Um,
a really cool guy, Chris Masters.
Mhm.
So we are going to be at these events. If you want to come and say hello to us, say hello to us. Rich,
Yeah.
before we start wrapping it up and we start doing some questions,
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you, what do you think of Blue Chew?
I love Blue Chew. It is a pill in a chewable form that you take that gives you a rockin' erection.
That your whole endorsement?
That's my whole endorsement. If you like rockin' erections and putting them in different places, hey, get some Blue Chew. Get the Blue Chew in
very
you.
easy, right? It's a chewable version of
Mhm.
the only 2 FDA-approved medications out there right now, Viagra and Cialis. It's chewable, so it breaks down quicker into your bloodstream. You could have it on a full stomach or empty stomach. It doesn't matter, and it works very quickly. Shouldn't say instant, but very, very quickly. You get your first shipment for free when you use our special code MATMEN at checkout. You just pay $5 for the shipping. Free Blue Chew. Doesn't get better than that. Go to BlueChew.com. I want to thank Blue Chew for supporting the show. Let me ask you a question. Is there anything
Please.
on the independents that you're looking forward to?
Well, I did want to go to that Laboom show yesterday,
The DDT one?
but I did. No, I think there was a.
I know, there was two
There was
of
something
them.
like today or tomorrow or something.
Every day.
The one with Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh,
I
that
think
was
that-
yesterday.
Yeah, I
was
wanted to go
yesterday.
to that. I also wanted to go to opening day yesterday.
I did too.
Ah.
I did too.
You mean the day when my Nationals beat you 4-0? Thank you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'm a Nats fan.
Big Nats. Like, yeah, that like those spot shows I really like. The I didn't even know about the.
Yeah, that's the calendar for
Oh,
all the
okay.
events.
Wow. Thank you, Josh. I
Yeah,
appreciate
so
it.
there you go.
All right. Well, today there's Shimmer.
Okay.
There's a
Right
Chikara
now.
show.
Right now, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. There's so much stuff
So
going on.
much.
Access I would have liked to go to.
That's what
we're hoping to.
We're hoping to go.
People watching there. Come
You want to come? Let's go to
And
Access.
then well, I don't have a ticket.
I don't
You don't
either. I
either.
didn't buy
Yeah.
one.
MLW look cool. Oh, Joey Janela's spring break.
Yeah.
And you know what? Penis Party too.
And that's going to be at the where's the penis party?
Penis Party's at the Hilton.
Oh, the Hilton. Okay.
There's a lot at that Hilton. Is that a big place?
It's huge.
It is?
It's the biggest Hilton in Manhattan. It's like just a big square building that has like tons of giant conference rooms.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah, because I know there's a lot of events.
What's tomorrow? Pancakes and Pile Drivers.
11 a.m.
I can't even read what the next one is. It's like Orange Crush something.
Orange Crush.
House of Glory.
Okay.
Hall of Fame at 7.
Hog is wearing Queens, right?
NYC Arena, New York. Hall of Fame tomorrow. Are you guys going to the Hall of Fame or no?
We're going
No.
to the thing with you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's what's going to be
I'm
interesting.
so
to see if
excited I
people are
can't
gonna,
control
like-
myself.
I know. But it's going to be interesting if people are more going to watch that than because the Hall of Fame, like, it's just too long. I have to watch it in, like, spurts on the network, you know? It's like,
Yeah. Have you been to a Hall of Fame?
never. Have you?
No. I wish. Like I always feel like also the Hall of Fame I think is my wife's least favorite thing about wrestling because it's like 5 hours of speeches.
I think she doesn't understand either. Like
That-
old stories.
Yeah, and it's just stuff that kind of goes nowhere sometimes.
Yeah, right.
You know? But what I used to do before the network is if we ever took a trip, I'd have the Hall of Fame on my phone or my tablet and just like, you know, I could
That's
zone
like a
out.
perfect-
Yeah.
It's awesome, you know?
I don't know. I think people have lost interest in that Hall of Fame. The last couple of years have been so long. They need to tighten that
Who's the
thing
big
up.
name this year?
Brutus?
Brutus is not
That's
the
the
big.
big
No, it's
name.
DX. It's DX. No.
Oh.
It's
But I
DX.
feel like they've already been in.
Who?
DX, I feel like we just got that. Are they going to do the same thing like they did last year with DX versus NWO? In
No.
WrestleMania?
No.
No.
The only member of DX that
two.
has gotten in is Shawn Michaels.
That's true.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. But
Crazy.
I do think in a weird way, I think they're headlining the class, right? But Hogan is inducting Brutus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to.
So that's
That wins.
yeah, so it's kind of like even Hogan now is kind of overshadowing,
Overshadowing everybody.
you know.
That's so funny.
But I'm also curious to hear how the crowd reacts when they say China's name. Like if they all go crazy. Like
I
when
think
they-
so.
Well, Triple H said that China will get a personal induction also.
He did say
Yeah,
that?
eventually. Yeah.
Who do you have the entrance for this year's Hall of
I don't
Fame?
even know who it is.
Let's see. And then they announced the Legends wing, the Legacy wing. So they're putting like Luna Vachon is going in that, which I find bizarre that Luna Vachon is going in that Legacy wing and not saving her for a Hall of Fame.
What does legacy mean?
Like people that they're just gonna be like, oh, and this is our Legacy wing, and it's gonna be like older wrestlers.
A Bruiser
Aren't
too
in the
this
Hall of
year.
Fame?
Hmm?
Do you go to that and then go to the Hall of Fame?
No, it's part of the Hall of Fame, but it's like a quick like, and we want to honor everybody else that's getting in.
You know, like technical Oscars when they do on the commercial break.
It's like that?
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
So I think this year's Luna and Bruiser Brody.
Which, first of all, Brody should have his own.
Yeah, Bruiser Brody was so influential.
Here you go. You ready for it?
Yeah.
This is the Legacy. Bruiser Brody, Wahoo McDaniels, Luna Vachon, SD Jones, Professor Toro Tanaka, Primo
Wow, this is getting
Carnera, Buddy Rose, and Jim Barnett.
Wow.
wow.
That's very interesting.
Oh, and also Joseph Cohen, the creator of MSG Network.
Okay.
Who's the Warrior?
Which
Award
I
this year?
guarantee you that is part of that deal that they announced with Madison Square Garden. Now they're on good terms. And Hiroshi Shinma, which is the former president of WWF.
Okay. The class this year's pretty good. So you have Brutus, right? You got the Hart Foundation. It's always nice to see Brett. You know, I like seeing Brett on TV. I don't know. Sue Aitchison gets the Warrior Award. I think she put.
Dana Ward will give it 20 minutes.
So who is she?
I want to say she put together a bunch of stuff for the Susan G. Komen thing.
Longtime WWE executive, spearheads many of WWE charitable programs. Yeah.
Okay. Harlem Heat is awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Torrie Wilson, which I think is great.
We get to see her. It's fine.
Yeah.
Honky.
Honky Tonk Man.
Greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Questionable. I'm going Jericho on that.
I mean, now.
Yeah. Well, you can't say of all time and then say specifically in the
Honky-
80s.
That doesn't work.
Well,
yeah,
well, that whole
semantically,
he's the
yeah,
greatest
so.
champion of all time. He came up with that. Nobody,
Yeah, I know, he
nobody
said
ever
that.
thought that. He came up with that. It's hysterical.
That's true. And DX, who's inducting DX?
Oh, who would induct DX? Vince?
Austin.
No, who would induct DX?
Austin.
I don't know.
That's a good question. Who, like,
Steph?
Mick Foley?
Mick Foley, I would be okay.
Maybe. Well,
Undertaker?
Sean? No. Well, they're all in it.
Yeah.
Who would induct them? I don't know.
Scott Hall? Kevin Nash?
Vince would be
Maybe
cool.
Kevin Nash. Maybe Scott Hall.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. They haven't announced that, have they?
No, because it would be cool to see, like, somebody that they feuded with,
Yeah.
like when Dusty inducted the Horsemen.
Yeah, right.
You know? So, like, Austin or Mankind, I think, would be great. Kane. With the mask.
He would probably be my fourth choice.
Do you
Kane,
care about Kane
we
anymore?
wanted you really. Like,
We really wanted you.
He's going to headline next year's class.
I know. That man already is a walking hall.
Well, Undertaker, too, has to go in.
oh my God, that's right.
Taker's
Yeah.
not in it.
Cena.
Cena, not yet.
He's not done yet.
Yeah, he's not done yet.
Same thing. And Triple H gets his own.
Is Triple H in by himself?
No,
No.
he'll go in way later.
He's
And Vince is not in it.
Yeah.
What? Not even for announcing?
No, Vince will go in eventually. That'll be like his send off, and then they put him on a boat and they just push it to sea. At that point,
They're not going to lecture
he
you
gets
like
in and he's
PCO.
done.
They should it's so weird. He'll never take that Hall of Fame thing unless it's like at him at 90.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think it's gonna be him at like the end of his WWE tenure.
His life.
Yeah, end
Yeah.
of life.
Yeah,
That's when they'll honor him.
He had me watch Beyond the Mat today, this morning, and seeing Vince in that era, like just full confidence, just like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, it was amazing. Like how intimidating he was to people. It was amazing.
He probably still has to be extremely intimidating.
I don't
to
know.
people.
Not
You don't
like
think
that.
so? He has to be. I mean, he's just.
He's gonna. He's gonna.
Have you seen Beyond the Mat before?
I had, but it was like the first time I've seen it in like maybe 15, 20 years.
Okay.
And it's just like all the things that I'm seeing.
There's the.
Wow.
I think it's a director's cut. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it was
And
different.
it was
interviews,
different,
too.
and they had interviews with people. Yeah, that's the best photo ever.
Mhm.
Just the V trigger to Ronda's head.
That's gonna be all the WrestleMania.
And who bailed him out?
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Was it Vince? My fantasy that Vince went and picked them all up. Not a word out of you.
While he was watching Xavier Woods'
Woods' stream.
Vince secretly streams with them.
He's telling them what to do.
I think the main event for WrestleMania is gonna be. It's a huge moment. Number one, to have the ladies headline,
Right.
but I think they're gonna have a way to. They're gonna involve Bayley and Sasha somehow, and
Just gotta
then
go crazy, lose your mind.
yeah, like that crowd is gonna be so ready for this, and I think their entrances are gonna. And Joan Jett's playing Ronda to the ring.
Oh yeah.
I bet you Conor McGregor shows up with Becky.
Oh no, they're keeping him far
That would
away.
be nuts.
They're not gonna do that. He's being charged with rape right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
But
That'll
I'm
put
just
the
worried the crowd's
kibosh.
gonna be too quiet, too tired at that point, and they're gonna be like, "We've seen so much."
That's like we got to get home. We
That's
got to be
all- yeah,
traffic.
that's also part of the
I'm worried
problem.
about that.
That's also part of the problem. It's the timing.
16 matches.
Is that the
16.
most ever in WrestleMania history?
It's a good question.
I think so. I think it is.
But how many of the are those 16 on the card, or is this
Well,
pre-show?
it's all the same.
Yeah.
The audience is there.
we don't
The audience
know?
is watching.
Like last year, I didn't understand why the Andre the Giant was on the pre-show.
because
This year too.
I don't
This year
understand the
too?
purpose of the pre-show.
Just make it the show.
Let's make it the
makes
show.
so
It
he
is
doesn't
the
have
show.
to do payouts. I feel like
You think so?
Just so you don't have to do payouts.
No, you're on the pre-show, pal.
Yeah,
you
you're
know.
on the DVD.
Yeah.
So you're getting two battle royals on the pre-show. You're getting the
Tremendous.
women's battle royal and the Andre the Giant battle royal, and Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese.
Which it would probably be a great match.
I think so too.
Yeah.
16 matches. They're very. I mean, we'll go through it on Sunday.
Right.
But a lot of them are just like it's going like this, or it's
Right.
like I really want to be vested into Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor, and I want to see Demon Finn Balor at
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
right. That'll be a big moment.
Because it's happening, and last week on the show I said I want to see Demon Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
It was
Incredible.
also bonkers. And
No,
Roman,
I believe yours was a white tiger.
he's covered in white paint with black tiger stripes all over his body.
That is
Oh my
scary.
God.
And,
Right.
like, white contacts in or something.
Right, like
Gold.
wouldn't
You
you
want to be
like,
a white cat.
right?
With
giant
the
kid.
cat eye thing.
Yeah.
Too.
Which
Yeah.
was also like all right. Are you a big fan of Jushin Liger?
Of course.
So
I
years
told him he's a
ago,
walking legend.
he did a thing called Cushion Liger.
Okay, yeah, right.
Where they took his mask off and then he was just a white tiger underneath.
right.
That's terrible. That's terrible. All right, let's wrap it up.
All right.
Sunday we'll do a show. We have a show on Sunday. We'll do that. I probably will come on after WrestleMania also
Cool.
to kind of wrap things up. If you're here, that'll be great.
Yeah.
If you're not, you're not. It's
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
No pressure.
Whatever. I
No
want to hang
pressure.
out with this guy more.
No pressure.
Forget you.
Forget me. I need a.
People think he's my brother, too.
a pick-me-up.
People were texting when I put out pictures yesterday. They're like, I didn't know you had a brother. And I was
Mhm.
like, what?
He's a new intern.
Yeah. Anything I'm missing that we're gonna do?
Oh,
Oh.
are you guys probably weren't do this, but are you guys going to go merch at all? Any merch that you're looking to get?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
At the New Japan show, I plan on
Yeah.
bringing a lot of merch. Money.
Okay.
Kota
Well,
Ibushi.
tonight I got to get Johnny Gargano, but
Awesome. Like him physically, you have to get him.
Yeah, I have to get Johnny.
I mean, how much?
Are you in town to kidnap Johnny Gargano?
No, who from the show?
Definitely want to get. I want to get a Golden Star shirt, and if
I want an NJP shirt.
NJPW shirt.
Yeah. that would-
and I do hate that Okada has terrible merch.
He does have terrible merch. Most of them do actually.
Mm-hmm.
They have like a couple T-shirts, and then the rest like Tanahashi doesn't have merch.
I think he just has a shirt that says Ace, and then
Wow.
a shirt with a picture of his face on it. Maybe an Lij.
Can we do a drinking
thing.
game too? How about every time we see a belt guy?
You die. You die on the train on the way there. There's gonna be a billion belt guys tomorrow. New York is filled with belt guys right
What
now.
goes on in a belt guy's mind when they're like, okay, I'm going to the event tonight, and they open their belt drawer, and there's like the Intercontinental, the double wing, like what goes through the mind?
You think it's like putting on a nice watch for them?
Yeah.
Where they're
Yeah.
like, I think I'll go
Yeah.
87
I'm gonna-
IC
You
belt.
know the belt guy doesn't have just one, right?
That's true.
I mean,
No.
is he sort of a belt guy?
No, Andrew's not a belt guy.
I'm not a belt guy.
Because I've only seen him wear that thing once,
Uh-huh.
and that's it. I don't know what you do when I'm not around.
Oh, I
but,
wear it every day.
I don't think he'd
It's
bring
very
it
strange, the belt guy.
to. Yeah,
I don't get it.
There's gonna be a lot of them.
Unless someone's gonna challenge.
You're gonna see a lot of them. You're gonna see a lot of belt guys, and then they fight. Belt guys
Yeah,
fight.
I know
They
that.
fight with each other. They don't like no. Like they'll be like, oh, you have the Fandu version 3.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, rip off belt, and then I'll walk away.
I want to see somebody. I want to see a belt guy with that TNA Jeff Hardy belt just walking around Manhattan.
There has to be one. Has to be one just doing it.
If you had to pick a belt to walk around with all day, what would it be?
Probably the one the Paige had in the NXT women.
That's all the time. You're like, yeah, what about you?
I think that's perfect.
It's the best belt ever.
All right, guys, that's it for this week. We'll see you all on Sunday. See you later.
Later.